Travelers, we have made our way to Hollywood Studios for one reason and one reason only, to ride Rock and Roller Coaster one last time before she goes under her transformation. So come along and let's see what Rock and Roller Coaster has to offer us one last time. Heading into Disney's Hollywood Studios, walking through the beautiful parking lot. Not too bad parking today. Ka-chow! Check that out. Just happened to pass it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Whoever's car this is in the parking lot, well done, well done. As I head into Hollywood Studios, not sure how busy it's going to be. It is a race weekend, but I noticed a lot of people were going into ESPN Wild World of Sports to get their bibs and their merchandise and all that. So hopefully it won't be too busy in the parks this morning, but we're going to find out. Sometimes find it just as quick to walk into the park here at the Hollywood Studios than to take the tram, but it makes it a lot easier when you're leaving the park, I can tell you that much. We'll say Studios has a very easy in and out security checkpoint. I really love it here. Made it through security. Now it's on to Hollywood Boulevard. And here I always found it best to go all the way to the right. Usually hardly anybody waiting. Got some tour groups, so of course it's going to be a little bit busy day, but not too bad. Crowd's looking fantastic. Popcorn cart, of course the Chinese theater there, but we are heading this way down Sunset Boulevard to ride Rock and Roller Coaster to see it one last time and to document it. I honestly almost forgot this was the last weekend for Rock and Roller Coaster, if you can believe that. I know that's hard to find that I would forget anything like that. But hey, we're heading there now. Go ahead and get in line and wait. I love making my way down Sunset Boulevard as we head towards the Tower of Terror. And our final destination, of course, will be Rock and Roller Coaster one last time, but just love the buildings. I mean, they're all themed after 50s, 40s, 30s, 20s Hollywood. But I mean, just look at that. Beautiful Hollywood Tower over there. Don't forget over here to the left is most of the drinks, libations, eats, all the good stuff. Quick service right over there. But just look at the buildings. Take your time to see the buildings when you're here. There's a lot of detail and a lot of work. Look at this Sunset Boulevard. Maybe we could check into the Tower or Terror Hotel, but not today. We're here for one reason and one reason only. And that is to ride Rock and Roller Coaster one last time. And coming up to Carthay Circle. And I always ask the question, and some of you answer, but if you know the answer, what movie premiered for Walt Disney's company in Carthay Circle? Leave it in the comments down below. I am going to pick some lunch up for me and Michelle. She's at home working, so going to pick something up for us there, but got to get something here. Got to get some type of treat, right? Maybe some ice cream? I don't know. We'll see. Of course, you got that beautiful entry right there. I honestly, when the Muppets take over, what is exactly going to change besides some of the ride aesthetics and the queue line stuff? I mean, you could leave this as Rock and Roller Coaster with the Muppets, just change the color of the car. That'd be pretty easy. So I really don't know. That's why it's such a quick turnaround for this ride. I mean, it's going down. March 1st is the last day to ride it, and then it's supposed to open back up summer of 2026, which is only a couple months away. So it's going to be a very quick transformation. So really, I think it's just more aesthetics than anything else that will be changing. But we're going to go get in line and give this Rock and Roller Coaster a ride one last time. Bet a lot of the changes that will happen will be the Muppet colors. They're going to brighten everything up. The psychedelic, the band that will be represented in this, the Muppet Band. So it's going to be a little bit more brighter, I bet. I bet you they paint the guitar. Maybe we'll just see. You know, Aerosmith's coming off. That's a given. But it's going to be interesting to see what they do to this lobby. I mean, this courtyard area and everything. And I bet you this weekend it is going to be back here. So I'm going to stay tuned and watch TikToks, Instagrams, any YouTube lives that may be here to see how long this ride will be come Sunday, the last day. I mean, if it's any inclination like when Dinosaur closed, no telling how long this line. It could go all the way back to Hollywood Boulevard, the line could. Who knows? It's gonna be amazing, but I love this roller coaster, I always have. None of that's changing, the track's not changing, nothing like that's changing, just the aesthetics of the ride. So that's why it's a quick turnaround, so to get back open in 2026. 70 minutes. There is a 70-minute wait. But you know what? I'm willing to do it today. I'm willing to do it today. Okay, let's go on in. Yeah, stand by. Right here? This way. Well, you know that'll be coming down. How much of this they're gonna change? That'll be interesting. They still got the stands, so there's more than likely gonna be walls put up right in this area to get you back to Villains. But we are standby. Maybe I should have bought a lightning lane. Maybe I should go check and see how much a lightning lane would be. Not sure, but you know what? It's part of the experience. The wait in the line, 70 minutes, one last time. It's worth it. Plus you get to see that beauty right there. Hard to believe, but I've yet to see that show. I know that sounds weird, but I've yet to see that or The Little Mermaid. I did notice the single riders line. It doesn't look like they are using it today, so they're probably not using it this weekend, but we shall see. It's just been Fast Pass or Lightning Lane, but no single riders have gone through the line. It's going to be neat to see what really changes when the Muppets take over. You know most of this is going to stay the same, but I cannot wait to see the changes. I stand corrected. There are now people going into the single rider line. Going to see if strategies change. We jumped into the single rider line. So we're going to see how long this takes us. It's already been 25 minutes in line. So really not too bad. Photo pass. By the way, that's the lightning lane right there. That's the normal standby queue down there. But okay, we're getting right up to here. So see how, remember, it may not be quicker. But we're going to play it. We're going to see if this happens. You never know. It just might be, but we've been in line for 25 minutes, so, this is what we're here for today. Our way into G-Force Records. I just wonder how much this will change once the Muppets take over. G-Force Records. Notice the posters up here in the lobby, but the really interesting poster is over here to my right. I'll show you in a moment. We can talk about Bruno, but hey, it's the Muppet Show. Just realized I'm standing beside the infamous marble door. I love that door. So this is the room before everybody goes into the studio. So standby line is over there. Right beside us is the lightning lane, and we are single riders right here. It's weird how they put single riders in, but I guess it works. There's the marble door. Here we go. Single riders, parties of one will be separated. They've already told us that. So we go up to the top platform. Of course, the pre-show no longer happening. And then we go this way right here to the launch area. Sorry about the lighting. Oh, here we go. We're into the alley. Here we are. Cars right over there. Traffic jam. Be careful. The loading area is right over there. This is the single rider line that they will pick us from. But hey, at least we're inside. It's been about 28 minutes, so not too bad. But the launch is right down there. Oh, I love this launch. I love this roller coaster. It's going to be neat to see what changes in here. All the big changes coming. Want to get like the same car? This is the loading procedure. See this one last time. Not sure how long it'll last, but will they have the Muppets do a loading procedure? That would be fantastic. Store all your items, pull down your safety bar. Secure smaller items. I don't think, yeah, see, we can't record on this. Right there, so, okay. Take hats, glasses off, all that good stuff. But that'd be cool if the Muppets did the safety. We shall see. I will have to say, they are loading and getting these limos out of here quickly, so that's nice. And jumping in the single rider line is probably going to save us about 15 minutes. So not too bad. I'll still take it. Also remember, if you're in the single rider line, whichever ride you may ride, you will not get to select where you're going to sit because they're going to fill the spaces. So some people are here trying to say, I need the front, I need the... You're going to sit where they got a space for you if you're in the single rider line. Okay, we got our spot, row 6. We are the next limo in. Cannot wait. This will be our last ride. We'll get one last look at the queue area. Everybody's all attached in. Get them all in right there. There we go. Wait for the next limo to come around. This will be, once we get on the limo, I will see you guys at the end. Somebody said it was like Space Mountain, but they failed to mention that there's an upside down loop and a corkscrew. Here is our limo to get us to the show. See you guys on the outside. Made it to the exit. Last time on this limo ride until it becomes the Muppets, which I'm kind of excited for. Okay, let's go ahead and check out some of the memorabilia and some of the other merchandise that may be in the gift shop here, which you always exit through a gift shop. Might as well see this one last time. Okay, into the gift shop. Let's take a look around. I'm sure a lot of this is going to remain the same. This is going to be a very short refurbishment because it's supposed to open back up in the summer of 2026, so it shouldn't be too long. But it's pretty generic merchandise in here right now. Not a lot of rock and roller coaster merchandise left, it looks to be. In fact, I don't see any rock and roller coaster merchandise at all. Oh wait, what's this? Here we go. We got a jacket right there. We got some phone cases. We got a t-shirt with a lanyard, backstage pass. Hat? No, even no hats. Here we go. Very little, and the sizes are very small, so yeah. Rock and roll legendary music. Really doesn't say rock and roller coaster though, so a lot of the merchandise is already gone and will probably be gone by, it'll be gone by this weekend, whatever's left. But I still want to know what's going to be left in here, the gift shop area. Remember, you can come into the gift shop anytime. You don't have to ride a gift shop, so to come into the gift shop, so that's a good thing. Okay, let's go over here and look real quick. The G-Force Records. Right there. That's where you pick your photos up. Mickey Mouse. Yeah, right over here is where you pick your photos up. Get another great look at the gift shop right there. I love change. I know we all get used to not wanting things changed. Sometimes we get a little too caught up in what used to be, but this is going to be a good change. I can't wait for this. We're going to have a Muppets presence once again here in Hollywood Studios, so we're excited about that. So that was a great ride. The track's not changing, just the decorations and stuff like that. So we cannot wait. Oh, and the music is going to change. So can't wait to come back and try it in summer of 2026. I mean, that's only a couple months away. The press coin machine is right there. It looks like you can get a rock and roller coaster penny right there. So for you penny press people, it looks like it's still in operation. sometimes they get worn out and they just don't perform anymore. But this one looks like it's still in operation, so you can come get your pennies. Love the foreshadowing and what is to come. Final descent down the hallway of Rock and Roller Coaster. Now, did they say what the name is going to officially be? Or that just the Muppets were taking over? That I can't remember, but that was a great ride. I absolutely love that ride. Made it back out to the queue area, and where we got in line right here, it's all the way around there now. So let's see what the wait time is now for Rock and Roller Coaster. It's a 40-minute wait, not too bad. So if you want to ride it a couple times, maybe, I mean, I'm here on a Thursday, so I'm no telling what this weekend's going to look like, especially if you go off of what happened at Dinosaur on its final day. No telling how long the line's going to be. Will be interesting to see just how many people get in this courtyard this weekend. The last day is going to be amazing. I cannot wait to see the crowds and everybody posting on TikTok or Instagram and stuff like that. But you know it's going to be packed over here. But I'm glad I was able to ride it one last time. Yeah, it's going to really be interesting to just see what does change, because a lot of this stuff can just carry right over to the Muppets. That's going to be very interesting. Before we get our little snack from KRNR, the Rock Stationer, eating to the beat right there. We'll take one last look all around. 65 minutes now. The line grows and then it gets small, grows and gets small. This is the Shop and Roll station over here. And it's just your pin tradings, ears and stuff like that. No Rock and Roller Coaster stuff hardly at all. But that's new pins right now. But you get to listen to some great music while you're here. I'll tell you that much if you're working classes. Oh, what's this? What's this Palooza? Do I got to get something from the Palooza also? Nah, it's just the basic snacks and stuff. I think I'm going to go over there and get them churros. Those look kind of good. Sweet cream cheese pretzel. Nah, I'm not a pretzel guy, so. Take in a little bit, one last look. Yep, G-Force Records is now up to 65 minutes. Lightning Lane in 11:50, and Single Rider is up also. When we were in line, they opened the Single Riders, they let us get in it, and instead of a 70-minute wait, it took me about 45 minutes, so it wasn't too bad. There it is right there, but see, this still has to remain open because Villains is right back there. So it's going to be interesting. We'll come back next week and do a construction report of Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios, right? Not MGM Studios. What's the name of this place now? I never can remember. I know it's Hollywood Studios. Oh, what's this? Oh, no, just villain stuff. Okay. So no last Rock and Roller Coaster, last ride, last day, or anything like that. But these villains, magnets are pretty cool. I haven't seen those before. Yep, right there it is. Fantastic. Okay, let's walk out this way. There's the Rock in Your Face painting area, and then we're going to head over here and get our churros. KRNR, the Rock Station, Eat to the Beat. I think we're going to grab something here since we're in this area. And you got to have a snack. I'm sure this will change a little bit, you know. But we're going to see. Maybe some Muppet treats will be coming. I don't even know what they have here. Frozen Coca-Cola. Mini corn dogs served with chips. That might be happening right now. Oh, mini churros. Nope. Mini churros with chocolate sauce. Okay, we're just going to get us a little snack right here. Oh, you can add Jack Daniels to your frozen Coca-Cola. Okay. Tortilla chips, assorted chips. I know I could go right outside. Right outside the Sunset Boulevard, right over to the right, and be plenty of food over there, but we're at the Rock and Roller Coaster area. Of course we got to come here. Looks like I found my table of choice even here in Hollywood Studios. But this is the recycling can. But those churros look really good, and you get a chocolate dipping sauce. Wonder if they'll have these anywhere else in the park once this cart closes down. Travelers, got my churros right there with the chocolate sauce. I'm going to enjoy these. Going to try to talk as much as I can because I got Aerosmith playing in the background, and you know how they love to do copyright. So We're gonna try these churros right here. I should have tried them without the chocolate sauce, but they're just your basic churros. Chewy, not very crunchy, but I'll take them. I mean, look where I am. I'm right here at Rock and Roller Coaster, but they are very chewy churros. Okay. Had a great ride on Rock and Roller Coaster. Glad I was able to come back out, ride it one more time before she goes under her transformation. Glad you guys were able to come along with us today. Enjoy Aerosmith. Get to see a lot of the stuff that was still as Aerosmith. But like I said, I don't know what will change. This goes down the first. First is the last day to ride, and then starting the second, it starts its transformation. And then it's supposed to be back open for the summer of 2026. So it's going to be really quick. That's why I don't think there's going to be a lot of, it's going to be aesthetics. Nothing in the ride is changing. The ride's not changing, nothing that's changing, just the aesthetics. And they've probably been working on that before they even started or announced this. So it's going to be a pretty quick turnaround. So I'm going to go back and enjoy my churros. I want to thank everybody for traveling along with us. Thank you so much for being part of our traveling family. If not, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. And thank you to all of our channel members. We greatly appreciate it. And travelers, like we always say, until next time, travel and adventure is out there.